Okay, so you think you know what your core is? I'm going to bet that what you're picturing is just the tip of the iceberg. Today, we're going to totally rethink that. We're going deep, way deeper, to find your body's true power center. So let's just dive right in.
All right, let me ask you something. When I say the word core, what's the very first thing that pops into your head? For most of us, I'm pretty sure it's something kind of like this.
Yep, the classic six pack. It's what we see everywhere, right? On magazine covers, all over social media. But here's the thing, those abs you can see, they're just the storefront. They're the pretty facade of a way bigger, way more complex, and honestly, a far more important system hiding underneath. So, let's totally reframe this. For a minute, just forget about the mirror muscles. Let's think of your core as the engine in a high-performance car. It's not about the shiny exterior, it's about what's under the hood. This is the system that generates real stability, genuine strength, and that raw power you feel in pretty much everything you do. So what are we actually talking about here? Well, at its most basic, your core is a whole team of muscles right in the middle of your body. And they all have to work together, as a single unit. It's not about one muscle doing all the work, it's about this incredible coordinated system. Okay, so who's on this all-star team? Let's do a little meet and greet with the key players. And I'm telling you, some of these are going to surprise you. They're not the usual suspects. First up, and you might not see this one coming, the glutes. Yeah, seriously, the muscles in your butt are a huge part of your core. In fact, your gluteus maximus is the single largest muscle in your entire body. It's the absolute powerhouse for things like jumping and running, and it's what keeps your hips stable. All right, next up, let's talk about the real unsung heroes of the core team, the pelvic floor muscles. Now, you can't see them, you probably don't think about them, but they are literally the foundation, the floor of your core. They support your organs, sure, but they also play this massive role in transferring power from your lower body to your upper body. Then you've got the hip muscles, another absolutely essential piece of the puzzle. These are the muscles that let you move your legs in all directions, but just as important, they're like a bridge for power, connecting your upper and lower body. And now for the bodyguards, the muscles of your lower back. I want you to picture them like support cables holding up a bridge, and that bridge is your spine. Their number one job is to keep that spine stable and stop it from bending in ways it shouldn't. This is so key for preventing injuries. And finally, we get to the muscles everyone thinks of first, the abs. You've got the rectus abdominis, that's the six-pack right up front. Then you've got the obliques on your sides, which let you twist and turn. But maybe the most important one is the deep transverse abdominis. It's like a built-in corset that wraps all the way around you, cinching everything in nice and tight. Okay, so we've met the whole crew. We know the players. But how do they all work together? How does that make you strong? Well, it all comes down to this one really simple but really powerful idea, thinking of your core as a stiff box. This concept right here is the secret sauce to stability and power. I want you to really picture this. Your torso is a box. Your diaphragm, that breathing muscle, is the lid on top. Your pelvic floor is the bottom. Your abs are the front. Your low back muscles are the back. And the obliques and hip muscles are the sides. Now, when you brace, like you're about to lift something heavy, all of those muscles tighten at the same time. This creates pressure inside and turns your whole midsection into this super solid, unbendable cylinder. It's like your body's own natural weightlifting belt. And that stiff box is everything when it comes to transferring power. Think about throwing a ball. The power doesn't come from your arm. Not really. It starts in your feet, it drives up through your legs, and then it hits that solid, stable core. Because it's stiff, that power can shoot right through your spine, safely, and explode out through your arm. Without that stiffness, all that energy just leaks out, and guess what takes all the strain? Your lower back, ouch. But look, being a stiff box is only half the battle. Our bodies are designed to move. So to really get the full picture, we need to look at how your core works in three different dimensions, what we call the three planes of motion. First up is the sagittal plane. The easiest way to think about this is to imagine a wall on your left and a wall on your right, and you can only move forward and backward between them. Any movement you do forwards or backwards, that's happening in the sagittal plane. Honestly, we spend most of our time here. Just think about it. Walking, running, doing squats, lunges, even bicep curls. These are all forward and back movements. It's the plane of motion we use the most in our daily lives, for sure. Okay, next is the frontal plane. Now imagine those walls are in front of you and behind you. You can't move forward or back, only side to side. Any lateral or side-to-side movement happens in this plane.
What kind of moves are we talking about? Well, think jumping jacks, side shuffles, side lunges. These kinds of movements are so important for agility and for building that all-around balanced strength that really helps protect you from getting hurt.
And last but not least, we've got the transverse plane. This one's a horizontal slice right through your middle, dividing you into a top half and a bottom half. This is the plane of all things rotation and twisting. And let me tell you, this is where so much athletic power is born. Swinging a baseball bat, a golf club, throwing a punch, it's all about generating massive rotational force. And that power comes straight from the core, right here in the transverse plane. Okay, so we've met the team, we've seen the 3 dimensions they move in, but what's the bottom line? Why should you care about any of this? Well, it really boils down to 3 huge things: your performance, your power, and your protection.
So you've really got 2 paths here. Look, on one side, you've got a stable core. Force comes into the body and it gets spread out across that whole team of muscles. Your spine stays safe and you can move with power. But on the other side, with a weak core, that same force has nowhere to go. It just dumps straight into your lower back. That's how power gets lost, and that's when injuries are just waiting to happen. It really is that simple. A strong core equals a protected spine.
I absolutely love this quote. A strong core is like having a team of bodyguards for your spine. Forget the six-pack for a second. This is your own personal security detail, on the job 24/7, whose only mission is to keep you safe, stable, and strong.
So there you have it. The core is so much more than just a six-pack. It's this incredible 3-dimensional powerhouse at the very center of you. So the only real question left is, for you, now that you know what your body's true power center really is, how are you going to move differently?